I have here another book from Michael Deforge. It's called Styx. It's called Styx Angelica. It's a very widescreen book, ain't it? And it seems like it's modeled off of newspaper strips. The format, each one's about like a Sunday format illustration with 8 panels or so. There's some variety, but it's almost like it was written to be released weekly. I don't believe it was. I think this is the first way it's been released. I don't know, I could be wrong about that, but that's how it's, that's the conceit behind it. And I thought it was effective. It works to tell the story in bits and allows them to have these little shoots off into different directions with the story while still having like a larger continuity. This character, Styx Angelica, she's a mystery at first, and I won't tell too much about her, but she lives out in the forest with animals and has a lot of interactions with animals, similar to other Michael Deforge books. I think of Ant Colony, where ants have nearly human personalities, but it's not actually human personalities. It's more like human abilities to converse and communicate, but they're not really humans. They're talking about animal concerns and in an animal way, and they have animal urges and instincts. So it's a neat trick that he pulls. I like this book. It was the cover is very remarkable, right? All that detail. But for the most part, his art is very simple, and I think that allows him to release books very quickly, which I like. I should do this myself. Like whenever I've tried to release comics, I tend to try to do really detailed art, and it takes forever. But maybe this is a better path for me to take. This book is it's kind of, I don't know if it's sad. There's I would say bittersweet. It's kind of a dark humor when there is humor. I wouldn't say it's depressing though. It's just kind of it gives me a real feel for Canada. I live in San Francisco and it's very different. But I feel like I've been there. I have been to Canada, but I haven't been really in nature in Canada. And this offers maybe a reflection of that through Michael Deforge's eyes. I'm pretty sure he's Canadian or lives in Canada at least. What more can I add about this book? It's you know what it reminded me of? Kind of reminded me of Wes Anderson. I didn't think about that until just this moment, but I've been watching. I rewatched Moonrise Kingdom a few weeks ago, and it's got some similar elements. Maybe the Fantastic Mr. Fox is even more akin to this book, in that there is everybody's kind of sarcastic. Maybe not sarcastic, but they have this real sardonic wit that is not what you associate with, cutesy animal books. This is animals that have like maybe a darker existence and a darker mode of living. So I liked it. It was a good book, and I read it pretty quickly. It's a pretty light read. Read it in probably about an hour or less, and it is good. I was thinking, I wasn't trying to downplay that it's good. I was trying to think who would I recommend this book to? And a lot of people that think animals and cartoons and comics think, oh, that's a good book for kids. I don't know if that's the case here. I'd say probably 13 years old is your minimum with this. There's some dark sea elements in here that are, if they're not acquainted with life and death, then maybe your kids don't want to read this. But if you're an adult, go ahead and read it.